he's played over here for the Cook Island national team. He's been playing in the the New South Wales Cup in Sydney. And he's back here, but he had a great game last week, and they had a bye last week, but the week before. And I wanted to do a bit of checking up on him because he controlled the whole Eels game. The Eels flowed 2 weeks ago. But this is going to be a great game of football, this one. And the referee, he's up for it, so we'll see how it all turns out. And it looks like, well, Papa Moore hasn't made any singles. He has spoken to both the captains. And this will probably be a fiery game too, but that's how the Eels play. And it'll be an interesting old game, this one. But the new PNG boys are number 1 and 2 for the Eels. They arrived last night. They told me they had a pretty long trip and they're tired, but the adrenaline will get them up. And they're here to prove to the Cook Islanders how good they are. So we'll see how it goes. One's playing in the fullback. That's Mafu. And Tawaki is on the wing, according to the team sheet. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But we've got the Sea Eagles kicking off. They're going right to left, heading to Murray Beach Clubhouse. And the Eels will, if there's any sun, they'll have the sun in their eyes. But it'll be an interesting first 20 minutes here. Off we go. Nice high kick down into the corner. Been picked up. And here they come. They're 20, 30 metres out. That's good. Holding down in the tackle. Papa Moore, he lays down the law early and he don't put up with any rubbish, because if the game starts off in that rubbish, it'll go like that all day. So he sets the standard early. And now we're on the 40-metre out mark from the try line of the Eels. They got a penalty. So they got 6 tackles. And see, there goes the dummy half. He's off. That's a good run. He's made 15 metres. They stopped him 5 metres down, but he kept running. Here comes the big forwards. That's a crossover, or in the old days, a shepherd. And that was Lecky. But that's not a problem. So we've got a penalty going to the Sea Eagles, 45 metres out from our own try line. That's just bad football. And that's a good kick. It's going to be 20 metres out. They've got 6 tackles, so we can see the Eagles on attack here. See what happens. Not going to go anywhere down there. He's lost the ball. So that's another penalty. Another penalty to the Sea Eagles. 20 metres out. There's a 1-out run from the Sea Eagles. They're not going to get anywhere. You've got to run in pairs. In the middle of the field, tackle 1. Out it comes. That's Fusa. That's tackle 2. They're going to the left-hand side. There's some big men out there. Big Mark Tuati's out there somewhere. He's got to get involved. Here they come. They got the overlap here. It's gone out wide. Great ball out wide for the Sea Eagles, and he's brought down. He's right on the try line. Held up. Go back 10 metres. That was promising from the Sea Eagles. Had a great year last year, and there's a big crowd here. They come to see these players, and I know people don't like to see these PNG players, but they bring the crowd in because people want to see good football, whether they're locals or from overseas. It's all about entertainment, football now. So we'll just see how it all turns out. There's a kick for the winger. He's been taken late. It's gone dead. There's going to be a penalty. The Sea Eagles taking a big dive. It was a late hit, but it wasn't that bad. The Academy Awards are over, so he's not going to get an award for that, but it's right in front, so the Sea Eagles will take the shot at goal. They're taking a tap. They're quite happy to try and roll it in. The Eels are a very good defensive team on the line, so it'll be interesting. But the Sea Eagles know they've got to get out wide. There's a big chance here. He's been pushed back. But the Eagles know the Eels are vulnerable out wide, so we'll see how it all goes. Not going to get anywhere charging into the forwards. You've got to play them out wide. They're in the middle of the field, 15 metres out. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. The ball's inside, lucky to hang on to it. It's been dropped, went backwards. Out it comes to the left. Big wide pass, good pass from Juan, but it's gone to nobody. Juan's apologising. Alan Toe was a little bit in front of a man receiving the ball, so it's a changeover. We're going to have a scrum. So with 15 metres out from the Eels try line, Clive Nicholas is the dummy half. Ball's in, the ball's out, and they've turned it inside. The referee's calling to get up as Folletti made the run. Very safe start from both these teams. The dummy half's off. There's a great run here. They're up to the halfway mark. They need a quick play to ball. They didn't get it. There's Lecky, he's through. Great run, great tackle. 40 metres out. That's big Tulu. Here's a chance. They're through the middle. They got the ball away. Been brought down 20 metres out. Got 2 tackles to go. The Eels are on the charge. Good ball out wide. Great tackle. No arms. Change over. I don't think he singled the 5th tackle in, but neither here nor there. So the change over. There's a dead eel there. 15 metres out. Got a change over. This game will just to and fro in the first half. I think you'll see the Eels put the pressure on them in the second half. They'll just try and wear them out in the first half. And it's interesting to see how the Eagles go, because they were up and down last week against the Bulldogs and they were lucky to get away with the game, but they're a great club and they're a great team, so we'll see how it all turns out. That's tackle one. They're playing it in tight. 30 metres out their own try line. The dummy half's off again. It's hard to get through the Eels that way. You got to use players out wide to bust them up. Turn the ball inside. That's big. I think that's big mark. I haven't got a team sheet from the Eagles. There's another one holding down. And Poppamore's not going to, he wants a fast game and he's not going to put up with that sort of rubbish. But while they're taking the kick for the line, I just want to thank our sponsors for the day. Our major sponsors, Cook Island General Transport. And that's gone out about the 30 metre mark. Polynesian Tattoos, and if you need a tattoo, go and see Clive Nicholas, who's out there today, and Clive's wearing number 7. The slipway takeaway right on the waterfront there at Arborua. And where the slipway used to be, they've got the takeaway food there, and we've got 89.5 on the FM dial, and they're our sponsors for today. And the Sea Eagles are 15 metres out in the middle of the ground on the attack. Out it comes. That's Daniel's got the ball. He's got it out wide. Big dummy there, but nobody fell for it. They're 5 metres out. And the dummy's half is gone, but he's been dropped right on the try line. They're going to go out wide. There was a good pick-up, a little kick, been cleaned up by the Eels. So it's a turner over the ball. That was going to be one of those PNGs. Number 1, that's Avatiu. And this is the other one. His name is Tawaki. There's a good run from the dummy half. He's 30 metres out. Oh, they're solid in the middle. That was Farley, number 4. He goes Big Tulu. He wanted the ball. It was straight through him, but it was forward. And he's a good footballer, this boy, but he just got his timing wrong. He's a big lad, and he's going to make up into a good footballer. He's worked really hard on his ball skills, his fitness. And one day you're going to see him turn into a good footballer. And as I said when we did the game against Ararangi, I did a bit of checking on Damien Takura, and he's an older player from the Cook Islands. He has represented the Cook Islands. He's number 9, but he controlled the game against Ararangi. And he's also played for the Sea Eagles a few years ago. So it's interesting because he had a cracking game against, he controlled the whole game, best player when they played Ararangi. So out they come. There's a good run. There's a good run from the Sea Eagles. They're 30 metres out. Tackle 1. They're going to come to the left. And Alan Toe's out wide. He's looking for the ball, but he didn't get it. There's a big tackle there. That's one of the new PNG players. There's a good run from the forwards up the middle, but he's been pushed and he's lost the ball. Knock on. And he's injured. Big tackle. Big tackle. I think that was Damien, number 9. He really got underneath the bloke's ribs and drove him into the ground. But everybody's showing a bit of concern about him, but I don't think the Sea Eagles are too heavy on the bench either. But they've got a lot of players missing, and I'm sure they'll be here later in the season. But while we're having this delay in the play, I just want to thank our sponsors, Cook Island General Transport, our major sponsor, and we're pleased to have them on board. Clive Nicholas and the Polynesian Tattoos in the markets. The Slipway Inn, which is by his family and his brother Louis. And they're right at where the cruise ships come in. And if you want fresh fish, well, Louis is probably one of the best fishermen on the island. They've always got fresh fish there in their food. And 89.5 on the FM dial. So we're just waiting to see how this guy gets up. And see what happens. He's going off. I think it's Na's changed since the last time I've seen him. I think it's Na. If it is, he's put a lot of weight on, but he's a good little footballer. But the tackler got right underneath, and here comes Willie Jr., and he's the coach, so he's a player coach now. And Willie's the club man for the Sea Eagles. He's got number 20 on his back. So he's playing. So we've got a scrum going down 15 metres out from the Eels try line. It's an Eels scrum and feed. The ball's in from Clive. The lock's taken it. And he hasn't gone far. Great tackle. The Eels will run 2 or 3 up the middle and then they'll get it out wide. This is what they're good at. He's dropped the ball, there's play on, and the Sea Eagles have got the ball. A lot of mistakes from both these teams, but it's 0-0, plenty of game to go. Oh, there's a big hit. A big hit over the top too. So they come to the left, Willie's there by himself, done his usual turnaround, but he's not going to go anywhere. He's 5 metres out. Sea Eagles got the ball. They've got runners everywhere. It's gone out to young Ben Wyman, the PNG boy. But they've been brought down 20 metres out to Sea Eagles. They should went the other way because there's not many out there. He's lost the ball. Oh, he's got him for a high tackle, I think. There's going to be a penalty for the Sea Eagles. As long as he's consistent the whole game, there'll be no problems. And they've gone for the tap again. Mate, to me, it's points they should have taken because in a close game, they've knocked back 2 chances to kick goals. And they're going for the try. They're going to the left. Willie's got the ball. He don't know how to pass the ball. He's been brought down right on the try line. They've gone inside. It's the Eels' strength around the ruck there. They meter out from the try line, the Sea Eagles. He's lucky to get hold of a ball. It's a bad pass. They got it to Ben. Ben will try and get something going. He's been tackled. He's been harassed. And he's lost. No, he's got the ball. That's all right. That's good football. And there's a kick over the top, but it's been picked up by fullback. And here we go. This is one of these PNG blokes, and they've swamped him. And they're still fighting. And there's a flop, but who cares? The big forwards are coming up the middle. They're 30 metres out, the Eels. Here we go. Logan's got it. Oh, they've picked him up. That's upended, and that should be a penalty, ref. But Logan doesn't get any favours from the referees. And they're gone out wide. Here's a big chance for the Eels. They're off there. The winger's got the ball, and they're off. He's gone out. And that'll be the Fijian boy. No, the Fijian boy's here, number 2. So that'll be Samu. Samu's a flying machine. So we've got a scrum going down 30 metres out from the Sea Eagles try line, and I think the Eels are asking why they didn't get a penalty from the poor old Logan went past the horizontal. But Logan's a hard man, and he will play the game hard, and he will do the same to another player, and let's hope the referee gives the same ruling. Here goes the Sea Eagles. They're 40 metres out from their own try line. Tackle one. Ball down in the middle of the field. They've come to the left. And there's nobody with them. And off they go again. That's Farley's number 4. He's a good footballer. They come to the blind again. This guy, I don't know his name, but he's got number 9 on his back. Oh, gosh. That's Damien, number 9. That's a soft penalty, and I hope he does that all the time because that was a flop. And there's been plenty of them in the game so far. And the referee's the sole judge on them, so we've got a penalty. They're 15 metres out from the Eels try line. And here we go. That's Storm. There goes Big Willie. Right down to, big hit. Big hit. He didn't like that short ball. That's Big Mark Tuati. He's been dropped 10 metres out. They got to play out wide to Sea Eagles. Out they go. Ben's the man. He's got the ball out wide. 10 metres out. Got a couple of tackles up their sleeve. Here we go again. Big wide pass. Daniel's got the ball out wide. That's Juwan. He's found Alan Tower this time, and that's a great ball. But the referee says forward. But that's from Juwan, and that's a set move for the Sea Eagles. And Alan's a quick as lightning, Alan Toe. But he was home. But the referee said it was probably come from the lineswoman, but they've called it a forward pass. But Alan's dangerous when he's got one-on-one because he's a very quick footballer. Got a scrum going down 15 metres out from the Eels try line. It's 0-0. And here we go. Oh, good solid tackle from the Eels, from the Sea Eagles. There's a dead Sea Eagle in the middle of the field. And they've got the ball out 30 metres. The Eels are worried about this player, so he must be injured. So the referee's pulled up the game. And they went straight to him, the Sea Eagles. The Eels players went straight to him while we got this injury delay. I just want to say thank you to our sponsors. And our main sponsor for the competition is Cook Island General Transport and the Sword family, and we're very appreciative of them coming on board. Polynesian Tattoos, and obviously everybody knows the Polynesian Tattoos. It's the Nicholas, and that's Clive who's out there playing number 7. The slipway takeaway right on the slipway there at the wharf where the cruise ships dock and come on land, and 89.5 on the FM dial. And the Island Rugby League competition is supported by Don Carlo and the Pacific Apparel Group, which is Raro Cars, Raro Mart and whatever, Raro Cars. But without sponsors we can't do anything, so it's appreciative to have these boys on board. So we're having a bit of break in play. The Sea Eagles band's up. And I think that was so it's to play the ball. Out it comes. Oh, ho, ho. There's no arguments in this game. Big Mark Tuati was a tackler. There's a big run through the middle, and he's through. He's got the PNG boy with him. Oh, he's put it down. But it was a bad pass, but the PNG boy was off. And he was off. Here we got a bit of a scrap here. Put a bit of fire into the game. There's no love lost between these two clubs. Everybody's pointing to each other. But it'll be interesting. He's going to the linesman. There's no point going to the linesman who was right in front of you. And see what the ruling is. The Eels are pointing to the Sea Eagles. The Sea Eagles are pointing to the Eels. This will spice this game up because it's been a pretty tame effort. And the referee's asking the linesman. Uh, 10 minutes in the sin bin. Well, I hope he's going to be consistent with this because this is the contentious point of rugby league here. He's had a couple of little incidents that I wasn't happy with, and it's a swinging arm in the tackle, and if he's going to do that, he's going to have to do it with all the tackles. So we're down to 12 men for the Eels. It's 0-0. And the Sea Eagles are on the attack. And there's big tackle on the 30-metre mark. Out they come. Out wide. That's Big Usa, the Fijian. Been a great stalwart for the Sea Eagles. A good footballer too. Out they come to the left. And this is where they're dangerous. It's Big Willie. Willie turns his back and he can't pass the ball. But they must be desperate because he's the coach and he's playing. Out they come again. Oh, 10 metres out from the Eels try line. They've gone to the right. They've got to find Ben. Ben's the main man. They got it out wide. They're in the corner. They're in the corner. And there's a try. So we've got first points in the game. It's 4-0. 4-0 to the Sea Eagles. And that's with the man short. Daniel Toe kicking for goal, and on his day he'll kick this. And the Sea Eagles fans going wild. But they're down to 12 men, the Eels. But that's not a big deficit at the moment. Captain Thomas out there with the Sea Eagles, laying down the law. A lot of talking going out there in the middle. And I think they'll be having a war council in the yellow jumpers. They won't be happy about that. So here we go. It's 4-0. The conversion to come, and the Sea Eagles fans are clapping. They're all down the other end there. I think this is the other PNG player coming on. Moves in. It's up in the air. It doesn't look too bad. It's going to be across the front. So it's 4-0. 4-0 to the Sea Eagles. That's a difficult kick, that one. It's a bad end to kick to the Murray Beach Club Resort. They like kicking up the other way. This is always the wind behind them. So we've got Clive kicking off. Big Stanley's on. Stanley had a cracking game against Ararungi, and he's the sort of man they needed now. He makes some big breaks down the middle, and if he can get up and play the ball quick, he can set the Eels on fire. A big kick down the back. They've turned it. Here they go. The Eels have got hold of him. He's 20 metres out. Stands falling on top of him. It's like a truck falling on top of you. Here they come. They're pushing and shoving. He's just he's run straight into a shoulder, number 9. I don't know what his name is, and I haven't got the team sheet, and he resented the tackle. Oh, there's another big hit. That'll be Logan. He's knocked that on. Knocked that on. So we're going to have a scrum go down 35 metres out from the Sea Eagles try line. And you don't invite the Eels into your territory with a mistake. As number 2 here is one of these New Guinea guys. They arrived last night. And I was talking to them. They're tired, but they're happy to be playing. And his name is Tawaki Kanesi. Nice young blokes, very humble. So it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out. And that's the other PNG boys going into lock. So he's got the ball, he's got it out wide. Good solid tackle there from the Sea Eagles. 40 metres out, tackle 1. Here comes the big men. And this is where the Sea Eagles have got to be strong, because the Eels will test them in the middle. Here goes Big Stanley. He's got the ball out wide. He's got the ball out wide. Been covered up, and he lost the ball. It's a knock on. So we've got a Sea Eagles scrum and feed, 20 metres out from their own try line. Things aren't working it's not working for the Eels at the moment. In it goes, out it goes. It's in slow motion, this game at the moment. Something's got to happen and try and stir this game up. Tackle 2, they haven't gone anywhere, the Sea Eagles. Now they've got the big forwards coming. And they're into it. Stanley's over the top, and Stanley sacked him. Oh, here we go. There's only one man with a whistle, Stanley, and you can't beat him. That's down in the ocean. Been well caught by the boy on the sideline. There they come. Here goes Willie. Turns his back. Oh. Piggyback penalties. See, how can the referee rule on 10 metres when he's not even back 10 metres? Anyway, let's go. 30 metres out, the Sea Eagles are on the attack. They turn it in. Oh, the big, I don't know who that is. It looks like Richard Parakura, but I wouldn't be sure. I haven't got a team sheet, so I don't know. It's the number 9 again. It's young Ben Wayman. He's running around. There's a Shepherd. That's a Shepherd. And they're in the corner again. Oh, golly gosh. Mate, the referee's going to the lineswoman. He doesn't have to. I'm 75 years old, and I'll tell you it was a crossover or a Shepherd, and the referee should have seen it. If I can see it, he should be able to see it. We're having a little discussion, lineswoman and the referee. Mate, I hate these games being decided by referees' decisions. Let the players win the game, let the players lose the game. Oh, they've been playing really well, training hard, and they've got these New Guinea guys, and they're very quick. So this second half's going to be very, excuse me, important. Huh? No, I just wanted to know what the ruling was. Crossover, no try, scrum down to the team who had the crossover. You don't have to be contact. They're still talking about the crossover, the no try, and the scrum going down for the team that perpetrated the crossover. Here we go. And this is going to be an interesting half of football. And you heard the grunt there from the tackle. But I'm sure the Eels have been fired up for this second half because they've been pretty ordinary in the first half. So as the Sea Eagles got the ball, that's one way. He's fumbled the ball and the Eels man's taken him out so he couldn't regain the ball. So we got a scrum going down. 40 metres out from the Sea Eagles try line, and it's going to be an Eels scrum feed. The Eels have really got to wake themselves up because they're not playing good football at all. We've got Folletti, Ioane here on the wing, and the PNG guys are trying to work something out here between themselves, so out they come. Here we go. Big run, big run. Oh, big run. Samu's put it down. That was a set move. And Samu's got bad hands, but he was off. He was off to the races. If he had picked that up, nobody would have stopped him. So we've got a scrum going down 30 metres out. It's going to be a Sea Eagles scrum and feed. It's going to be a grind, I think, this second half. But they've got to play their natural game, both these teams. And they're very creative and they're good runners for ball. And that's what they've got to do. So the Sea Eagles have been dragged back to the 30-metre mark. Tackle one. They're looking for penalties, but the referee ain't going to give you easy penalties. There's a big hit from the Eels. That's Big Tulu over the top. Here they go again, into the middle, 40 metres out. Hard work running into the Eels forward. Here they go again. Oh, they're coming into these tackles, the Eels. I'm sure Mr. Super Brown's had a little chat to him at half time. And there's he's been dropped. And last tackle coming up. Been a big hit. Out they come. And they're out. They've got the ball out wide. Here we go. Stormwell's thrown the ball to Neville Nobody. There's a dead Eels on the ground. The kick's up. And it's been regathered. There's still play on the Sea Eagles. They're close and they're being dropped. I think that's the sixth tackle. And Willie's down. I think he's got a rib injury. Tackler got right underneath his arm, right into his ribs. So when we start playing again, it's going to be 15 metres out. It's a changeover. And the Eels have got the ball. We're having trouble with our live stream, but it's probably the weather. But hopefully it'll come through. Oh, he's got trouble with his ribs, I think. And that's a nasty injury to get over, especially if it's in the rib cage. It's Mark Tuati. Sorry, Willie, I thought it was you, Willie, but it's Mark Tuati. Big as an elephant, he shouldn't be able to get hurt. So got to play the ball, it's a changeover. Here we go. The dummy half's off. He's been cleaned up. Referee says let him up. Great. Oh, there's a flop. How many flops do we have to see? That tackle was so late. It was in next week. But the Sea Eagles are going to try and hold these Eels players down. If they get away with it, it's good football. The Sea Eagles crowd's going wild. And here's another one. He's offside. Here we go. This is Lay's off. He's looking for somebody to pass the ball to. Still going. Drop right on the halfway mark. And here they go. At Damien. Here we go. This is this PNG boy. He's going to throw the dummy. Even I could see that coming. And he's underneath the post. Great football. And that's the problem. Gosh, he said to the fella, go, come inside. The Sea Eagles fell for it, and he just threw the dummy, and he was off. And I think the only person who fell for the dummy was the Sea Eagles player. So now we've got a drawn game, 10-all. And these PNG guys are going to be a big asset to the Eels. They're out of the late Tigers. And they've only arrived. They had a long trip here. They were telling me they're very tired. So it's going to be an interesting competition, this one. And the Panthers were terrific last week. And now I can't wait to see the Eels play the Panthers, which will probably be next week or the week after. But it's 10-all, and this is an important kick. And Mr. Ioane, he don't miss too many. I put the moz on him now and then, but he's not a kicker, he's a stabber. It's 10-all. He won't make too much of a mistake on this, and hopefully on that replay you'll see that dummy that the PNG player threw. And I think it was Mafu. That's 12-10. Now the Sea Eagles have got to be careful because this is where the Eels start revving the game up. And the Sea Eagles are very slow coming up, and I don't like to see that. You got to show that you're keen and you want to get into the game, and the Eels are already waiting for the ball. So it's 12-10. The Eels are in front. Down in the back corner. Here we go. Been picked up. Comes the big runner. Great run. 25 metres out. And the Eels are getting themselves all set up. The dummy half's off. Good run. 10 metres he's made. Tackle 2. They're going to start running these forwards. Oh, there's an inside pass. That was a New Guinea move. But it was a forward pass and it missed it, but they were going to be off then. So the Sea Eagles have got the ball. They're 30 metres out. The crowd is complaining over there. They're all Sea Eagle supporters. But that was going to be a spectacular try if they had to pick that ball up. So we got up. Oh. Oh, gosh. He's got the Eels for being inside the 10 metres on the play of the ball before the ball was played. So we got a penalty going to the Sea Eagles right in front. They're going out wide. They got an overlap here. They got an overlap. And he's over. He's over. The referee, the linesman's got a forward pass. That's off the linesman's call. She was right there. So we've got a scrum going down 10 metres out. It's going to be an Eels scrum and feed. That's a break for the Eels because that was a well-worked move. The Sea Eagles aren't far off their last year's form. He's lost the ball. It's a lost ball. Gosh, it's a scrappy game. And the Eels players thrown the ball away, but who cares? So we've got scrum going down 15 metres out from the Eels try line right in front. This is the Sea Eagles' big chance to get to the lead again. Looks like this game's going to go right down to the wire, tit for tat. It's like nobody's interested in playing the game. So it's ball's being thrown around like a netball game. So Sea Eagles have got the ball. They've had the scrum. They come to the left. There's Juan. And he's broken through. He's still going. He's close. Been dropped just short of the try line. Tackle 1. Out there going out wide. Been dropped right on the try line. Here we go. Another one up the middle. He's turned around. He tried to back over, but he stopped right on the try line. That's tackle 3. It's gone out wide. And they're dancing around, but the Sea Eagles have been, they're not gone out. They're close to the sideline. They've lost 15 metres. And here we go. There's a big run up the middle. He's been ankle tapped. Last tackle, I think, coming up. That's Ben. He's thrown a wide ball. The winger's unmarked again, and he's out again. They're celebrating a try down there, and the linesman says no, she stood back. So I don't think it's a try. The lineswoman's standing the ground. She's had an important role to play in this game. Another forward pass ruled by the lineswoman. But she was in a good spot. I think that's 3 tries they've had disallowed off forward passes. So they've got a scrum going down, 10 metres out. Eels scrum and feed. And the Sea Eagles just can't finish off the Eels at the moment. So the ball's in, the ball's out. They're just throwing the ball around. Tackle one right in the middle of the field. Here goes Samu. No, it's not Samu. Samu. It's a good run. He's 30 metres out. Here they come, the big forwards. Big run up the middle. Oh, gosh, if I can get the ball to these P&G guys, they're coming through like trains. But they're not used to them. You've only got to lob the ball up. Here goes big Tulu. He's a big run, Tulu. He's made 15 metres. They've just got to get the ball out to these P&G guys. They know what they're doing. Here they go. Out wide here. Big pass. He's off. He's thrown another dummy, and they've all fallen for it again, but he's lost his shoe. He's still going. Big run. They need a quick play to ball because the Sea Eagles are nowhere near being onside. They put a kick up out wide, and it's gone for Stool. It'll be interesting. And he's ruled a knock on. I don't know how he was onside because he was coming back from offside and he was never back 10 metres, but it's neither here nor there. 25 metres out. It's with a scrum going down. It's going to be a Sea Eagles scrum and feed. And a few Sea Eagles on the ground. I think their fitness is a bit of a problem. Close game, 12-10, the Eels. But it's been an intriguing game because the Sea Eagles in patches have looked brilliant. And I can't wait for these P&G guys that fit into the Eels team because, gosh, they got some speed. There's 2 Sea Eagles, 3 Sea Eagles on the ground. There's dead birds everywhere. It's been played in good spirit, this game. They've only had one little flare up, but that didn't end up with too much. But it's a Sea Eagles ball. At 20 metres, has Big Willie. He's into it. Done his usual thing, turned his back. But he don't go anywhere, but you got to give him credit. He's out there, he's coached them, and now he's got to play. And there's Juwan. He's been knocked down. He's quick play the ball. Oh, here we go again. Inside the 10. Daniel's got the ball. Daniel's trying to get his troop up. So it's 12-10. Games in the balance. .30 metres out. Tackle one. Ben's trying to organise them. Oh, yeah, like we've seen so many flops in the game. Then he penalises them. Like he could have done that 10 times in the game. But I'm not allowed to criticise the referees, so I'm not saying anything. So we've got another tap. 20 metres out. There's a dead eel on the ground. But we've seen so many flops in this game and suddenly we get a penalty for a flop. Mr. Samu, or Mr. Gadget as they call him, got bandages everywhere. Got more bandages on him than Cardigan Bay. So we've got a penalty to the Sea Eagles. They're running their forwards up the middle. 15 metres out, tackle one. Or 10 metres out. Out they come. And the Sea Eagles forwards are going to try and bus up the Eels. They're 5 metres out, tackle two. Their winners are out wide if they can get them out. Here we go. Beautiful passing. Good sidestep. Back inside. He's been dragged back. He's 10 metres from the try line. That's tackle 3, I think. And here they come. There's 4. He's lost the ball. It's the first bit of luck the Eels have had in the play to balls. (12-10), the Eels are leading. Hasn't been a good game. I come down here in anticipation. I thought I was going to see a cracking game of football. It's been pretty stop-start. So we've got an Eels scrum and feed, 15 metres out from their own try line. Out it comes. That's Lay. Lay will take them on. The PNG boys gone into dummy half, so he's going to run. They love running, these boys. 30 metres out. Here they come. He goes Folletti. Folletti's tried to bust them up. He had Logan on the inside, but he couldn't get the ball out. Now they're going to come to... Here we go. Here we go. I'm laughing because Lay said to him, leave me alone, I'm going to go here. Here's Folletti's trying to win the game. He's off. He's got Logan with him. This is going to be interesting. He's thrown it over the top to nobody. Oh, there's another forward pass. The crowd's up for it. The crowd's up for it. There's a speculator, but it's gone forward. 12-10. And there's another injured Eels player, Sea Eagles player, number 11. So got a scrum going down. 25 metres out. Scrum and feed to the Sea Eagles. Out it comes. The big Willie, he's off. Good run, Willie. 30 metres out. There's only that's Joanne. Oh, God, he's a tough boy, Joanne. Has a great run. Big run. There's another one out. It's just short of a halfway line, the Sea Eagles. And Papa Jack's on, and Papa Jack doesn't know anything other than up the middle. Just over the halfway line. And here we go again. They got an inside ball. That's Joanne. Been brought down. There's the last tackle coming up. They're 40 metres out. They need something to happen. They need something to happen. There's Big Mark Tawadi. Oh, offside. It's come off the Sea Eagles, man. They're all complaining. Oh, my God, Father. They're all pointing to the lineswoman, but the lineswoman hasn't got a whistle. So we've got a penalty to the Sea Eagles, 20 metres out. Daniel's marshalling his troops. Here we go. Big test for the Eels. Daniel's telling everybody what he wants. He wants the ball out wide. Tackle one. They keep persevering up the middle, the Sea Eagles. It's been a desperate tackle to bring him down 10 metres out. Here's the big chance for the Sea Eagles. They've got momentum. 5 metres out. They get the ball out wide to the right. They've got a big chance out here because they've moved out. There's 1-on-2 on one here, and this has got to be a try. Oh, he's got back inside, and he's over, I think. I think he's over. He's lost the ball. The Eels off. They had a 2-on-1, and the Sea Eagles have got their try. So it's 14-10. No, sorry, 14-12. So still anybody's game. Important kick, this one. 2 points difference. While he's taking the kick, I just want to thank our sponsors, our main sponsor, Cook Island General Transport and Sword Family, Polynesian Tattoos, Clive Nicholas and his team there at the markets. The Slip Wayne, it's Louis Nicholas and his family, which is Clive's family, 89.5 on the FM dial. That's Dave's family. It's an important kick. 14-12. And Daniel is a great kicker in this field, so I think he'd be pretty confident of kicking this. It's a pressure kick. 14-12. You'll have a good view on this on the camera. You're right behind it. Moves in. Oh, sitting up. It's sitting up. And it's just over. Great kick, Daniel. 16-12. The Sea Eagles are in front. But there's still game on. The Eels will be disappointed with themselves because they've had a lot of opportunities and they've had a lot of luck going their way. I think it's the humidity that I'm looking at these players and they're really fatigued. And although it's nice and cool and it's overcast, I think the humidity must be very high at ground level. It's Clive Nicholas kicking down the middle. They're looking for a mistake. Oh, good hard kick, but it's been picked up. It's Ben. They got a hold of him and they bounced him. They bounced him, and that you know who that is. That's Logan Peronisi. When he hits them, they stay hit. There's another big tackle from the Eels. He goes Papa Jack. Oh, they love Papa Jack. He's just there. He's a battering ram, and they love it. So they cleaned him up. He's slow to get up. Here goes Willie. Willie's, that's a good run, Willie. 40 metres out from his own try line. He's looking for a runner. And here they go through the middle. Great run. He's lost the ball. And here we go. Here's trouble. He's lost the ball. Played a first knock-on, referee. That's the right rule for a change. Great tackle from Willie to cover up the Eels, but that is the right rule. First knock on. So we're 40 metres out from the Eels try line. I can see these P&G guys talking to each other, and they're going to try and do something here. They're getting in there close to each other. Out they come. They're looking for an inside ball. Here's Lay. Lay attacks. He attracts players like flies. They're all over him. Here we go. It's this PNG guy. Oh, hey. Hey, come on, ref. That's up and under. That was a slow call from the referee. Should have called that straight away because that was a lifting tackle. Here's the Eels, big chance. 20 metres out. They got 6 tackles up their sleeve. They're looking for, shocking pass from the dummy half. And they're off. They're off to the races. 15 metres out, tackle 1. I think they're going to run the blind side. Out the open. That's tackle 2. Right in the middle of the ground. The dummy half's off, but he's close and he's over. He's over. That's the PNG guy, and I don't know which one it is, but it's 16 all. I've been told it's the short PNG guy, but I know I've spoken to them, they're all short. 16 all. If nothing else, it's been controversial and close. Pilecki, Ioane's going to take the kick. It's right in front, so I would pretty well sure he'll kick this and make it 18-16 to the Eels. And it's been an interesting game, and we're in for a good competition this year because we got the 2 Papa Panthers flying, these 2 teams. Arangi played well in their first game. They were shocking last week, but they'll get better. And the Bulldogs held the Sea Eagles last week to 2 points, so we're in for a good competition. Pilecki knows how important this kick is. If you're going to put your house on a man, this is a man to put it on. He's a stabber. Just moves in and bangs it over. 18-16 to the Eels. But we haven't had the final play in this game yet. We've still got a lot of football to go. So it's 18-16. The game's there to be won. Mark Tuati's still holding his ribs, so I think he's been damaged. Big number 10. Big deep kick. Here they go. Here they come. Big run. 40 metres, and that's an inspirational run from the Eels. Now they need a quick play to ball. And they're taking a quick tap, but the referee's going to go back. And they were off. Oh, gosh. He's ruled that the Eels player has pushed the Sea Eagles player out of the way after he's awarded a penalty. And they're all arguing with him. And we're going to go down in another game of football where the referee's going to make the decisions to rule the game instead of the players making the game. So we've got a penalty to the Sea Eagles, 40 metres out. And week after week, and they tell me not to criticise the referees, but the referees don't win the games, but here they do. So it's 20 metres out. Tackle 1, the Sea Eagles are on the attack. There's a big run. He's 10 metres out. I think that's Toa, Hunter. And he's offside by a mile and a half. But the referees let it go. Out we come. Their winners out wide here, the Sea Eagles. Tackle 3, they're going to the left. And they're running the ball. Daniel's got the ball out. Gone out through his legs. That's got to be a lost ball. I don't understand the rules of this game anymore. Now the crowds, they're laughing. We've got a scrum going down. How he's done that, I do not know. We've got a scrum going down. The Sea Eagles has lost the ball. It's gone through his legs. He's ruled a knock-on against Avatiu. So they're 20 metres out. Out it comes. Great tackle there. And I'm only going to say this once. I'm going to get into trouble. But 14 players will beat 13 players any time. And to me, there's 14 players in the maroon jumpers. They've gone to the right. Is their big chance. They're 10 metres out. They've got an overlap out to the right. And if they run that way, Biasamu's not a good tackler. But they've gone to the left. Big long wide pass out wide. Oh, Toe Hunter's put it down and he's offside. And it's play on. And they're all offside, the Sea Eagles. Mate, like it's funny, he rules them. He couldn't rule on that because he wasn't in position to rule on it. Big Stanley, big run, 40 metres out. Mark Tuati's so far offside he'd have to get a cab to get onside. And Captain Tummer's laughing. I don't blame him. Here we go. There's a big run. Great tackle. 30 metres out. They're calling for a kick. All the outside players in the Eels are calling for a kick. It's up in the air. It's a lottery ball. It's a lottery ball and he's knocked it on. And it's play on. It's play on. Oh. I'm going to give up commentating. They've warned me not to criticise the referees, but you got to criticise them because they're wrong. And I'll go to my grave, but if there's something wrong, I'm going to say it. You can't overlook what's going on. I know George is down here. He's laughing. I'm laughing. The players aren't. Here we come. The big forwards are into it. The big forwards are into it. They're 10 metres out, the Eels. Tackle one. The Eels are going to put the big power plays on. Out they come. They've given it to Big Stanley. He's off down the middle. He's 10 metres out. Tackle two. They want a quick ball. The dummy half's off and he's over. He's short. He's lost the ball. And they've lost the ball. Daniels put it down. $35 metres out from the Sea Eagles. Try line. It's going to be a scrum going down. It's going to be an Eels scrum and feed. Daniel don't make too many mistakes, but it was a bad pass. But he knew the winger was going to get away if he could have got the ball to him. It's been an exciting game, if nothing for the mistakes. Here we go again. Out they come. Lyle run through him. He's got the ball. That's gone forward. It's gone forward. So don't go in there too. They'll kill you. They're too big for you, son. Oh, that was a Vakey. Great tackle. Right around the ankles. Here they come, the big, that's Juwan. Good run on the halfway mark. Quick play the ball, the dummy half's off. Here they go. Oh. They're trying to get up there. It's 18-16. Daniel's got they put the kick up. It's gone across. It's for the inside man. Been picked up by the fullback. He's off. Oh, they've just got him. And that is Mafu, I think. The dummy half's going to run. You can see that going to happen all the time. He's looking for somebody to pass, but there's nobody with him. Another dummy half's off. These PNG guys, they're off. Oh, great tackle. Come on, they want a quick play the ball, and it's a high shot. High shot. Right around the collar. No, go for the line. You've got the Sea Eagles on the rack. Just put a few passes together and you'll get them. And they're very compressed, the Sea Eagles defence. They get it out to the right. They can go very close to scoring here. Lay will run it. You take him on. He's going to get through. He's going to get over. He's over. Lay's over. (22-16). He's one of the strongest runners with the ball on the island. Lay, whatever his surname is, he's a good footballer. There's a PNG player being helped off the field. And he's got the yellow boots on, one yellow boot and one missing. But that's just pressure and power from the from the Eels, sorry. This is a testing kick for Mr. Ioane. It's too far and it's too wide. Lay. Good try, son. Very interesting kick, 22-16. It's 6 points of difference. If he can lob this, it's just about a winning break. Getting dark, overcast, the wind's blowing, but nobody's left the ground. Up in the air, it's across the front. Good effort. 22-16. The Eels are in front. Even the referees looks fatigued. The game's too fast for you, Mr. Papamore. That's 22-16, and the Eels have got out of these sort of games last year. So we've got to get close and score a 6-point try. 22-16. Mark Duarte's here still holding his ribs. He's 5 miles offside. But they get away with it from the kickoff. That's Sione's got the ball. Here they go. Logan, he's into it. 40 metres out from the Eels try line. Here we go. Big Stanley's into it. Big run, Stanley. He needs a quick play to ball, and you got him on the fly. He done this last when they played Logan. He's off. He's off to the races, Logan. The referee could have tackled him. Big run, Logan. They need a quick play to ball or whatever they do. They go to the right. They got 100 men out here. They put the kick over the top, and it's going to go dead. But it's the right move. The kick was too far. Quick tap, and they're off. They've got to go. It's 40 metres out from the CIRL try line. They've got to try and get the Eels on the back foot. Halfway line. Folletti made the tackle. 22-16. Oh no, he's dropped the ball. Come on, ref. Lucky's got a linesman because the referee was the only one who didn't see it. Gosh, we've had a controversial game as far as the refereeing goes. Lucky Arthur Emmel was there. Arthur seen it. Everybody in the crowd saw it. We've got a scrum going down 40 metres out. It's an Eels scrum and feed. In it goes, out it goes. Didn't go anywhere. Willie was the tackler. Here we go, big crossover, big Toolers up the middle. I think the Eels are going to run these big forwards at them. It's Damien. Hey, there's a swinging arm in the tackle, and who cares? And that's the game. Oh, come on. Here we go, the same old story. Good football, PNG. He's just fallen over. Game's over, 22-16. The Eels have won the game. Hasn't been an exciting game. It's been a close game. And from our sponsors, Cook Island General Transport, Polynesian Tattoos, Slipway, Takeaway at the wharf there, and 89.5 on the FM dial. That's Kiarana Radio and Dave Roofer and his family. And from the cameraman, Dave Roofer, the owner, and myself, I hope you've enjoyed this game. I don't know if I'll be allowed back on next week, but I'm going to go down with being honest. And you can't criticise the referees, but I've criticised them because they've been wrong. So from Dave and myself, have an enjoyable day, and I hope it comes up all right on television. And thank you, and we'll see you from a game next week.